Terror Troopers, it's me, Tara. We got to move on to Love is Blind, episode 10. The title of it is The Text from an Ex. I can't wait. So make sure that you leave a like, leave a comment, obviously subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to Prepper for helping edit down these videos. I would not be here without Prepper. They are the best. And don't forget, Terror Troopers, we spread hugs, love, and laughter here. And if you haven't already gone to Patreon, you can sync up your own copy of Love is Blind and get a full-length reaction from me. So we can have a little TV night together. So you can go over to Patreon and check that out. Also, if you haven't caught me on The Real Rejects, head over there. I react to a bunch of movies and television on there. And at rejectnationshop.com, you can get this cool reject sweater. And probably popping up the screen will be the good spooky sweater that I designed that you can get. Perfect for the fall. Comes in black and orange. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I wear it too much, which is why I'm in this cool reject sweater today. I think we move on to the episodes. Yes?
3, 2, 1. Perfect. Beautiful.
Oh, they're doing couple pictures.
She showed me in the right direction.
Perfect. Great. You guys can like hold hands down here. No, like this.
Okay, this is getting real. They're doing pictures.
Your hands around her waist if you want.
She's taller than me right
Here, watch. It's like you're at prom.
Not on her butt, right?
If you want to, it's your guys' pictures.
You picked a good day to wear the heels, huh?
I thought you were secure. So it was cool to get like some cute little engagement pictures. Then we can look back and be like, wow, remember we were so hot?
Nick, remember when you look good?
Wait, you can take this one, I'll take that one.
You don't want like a little...
Well, I read. I want this one for my bookmark. Because it's us. You don't read, Nick. You don't need one.
Oh, God.
No, these are great.
Like, look at
Let me
this.
see.
Aw, that's cute.
So that one's going above the mantle, right?
Yeah.
Check it. This is right above the toilet. Because it's the most romantic, right? Mm-hmm. So
And the toilet's the most romantic place in our crib, for sure.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna be in there a lot, so.
Man, I don't know. It's like they show us these things and I'm like, wow, all right, maybe they will. But I'm like, no, right? Like,
I mean, imagine things will change over time.
Yeah, things will change. The big things, you know, like the real important things is like really what I'm like really thinking about.
she just said 2.5.
You just need a moment?
I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you she's not using the bathroom and it's just being pissed in there.
But it's not fine because you're saying it's not fine.
It's not that I'm saying it's not fine. I'm just saying it's like long term, you know, like if that would be an issue for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sounds like it would.
But again, like I want to be respectful of you and like where you're at. Like if that's not something that you want, or like I don't want to come off as if I'm just trying to have sex. Like I love you, I care about you, and like I want you. These are like, it's a big decision.
I think he's getting like cold feet. I really think he's rethinking the whole thing just because of the physical intimacy has been off. He feels like he's really like that's becoming a larger issue for him.
I want to marry you. Like I want you. I just want to be like clear, you know?
She's not really communicating right now.
I want to be affectionate. Maybe after you have a kid, like this is probably going to come up multiple times in our relationship. Is this going to be an issue for you?
That's a fair question. Yeah.
Like that's.
If she feels like she's been intimate with him and he feels like she hasn't, and he said that I can't live with what's happening right now long term, then I don't see it working out, right?
Like I'm not like on the ledge right now, like ready to like jump ship, you know? Like I'm still like I want to marry you. Like I still want to be with you. Like I still imagine my future with you, you know?
That was an unbelievable. I didn't believe her. She's like gonna be like, he doesn't want to be with me. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want you to think I am taking this lightly. We don't believe in divorce.
Okay.
I understand you're proposing to me, but I'm not even going to tell my father until you ask for my hand because I can't take that away from him.
For us, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had it tough. Tim's family.
That's still my husband. I still respect him, and I'm never going to turn my back on him. When I say for better, for worse, I mean that in all aspects.
If he can be your best friend, you laugh more than you don't.
Yeah, they're not even.
I think she's a nice young lady that I think you could spend your life with. What I see is, beautiful person.
Yeah, I agree.
What bothers me is they weren't even touching on the couch. They weren't even like, they were like.
I don't think we're always in sync when it comes to and how we joke around. And I'm not physically affectionate. Do not touch me. That's just how I am, but that's something that she wants all the time.
Oh, now I see.
It doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. Still gonna have to go through some drama. That's just a part of the process of becoming one.
That's true.
It's not easy to become one with two minds.
Sure ain't.
You agree?
Yes.
I trust your instincts and I trust your heart and I trust your mind.
Mom is driving this conversation. The dad's just like.
When I say that something is our superpower, I'm not being corny. We're just really fucking good at communicating.
Cute doggy.
I had a very close friend. Her and her wife wanted to have a baby. They couldn't afford a sperm donor. I thought that was God telling me, help someone else. And it felt good.
Do the kids know what you look like?
I don't think so.
Okay, so they don't have any communication with him.
So I don't know how I feel about it, but
Yeah, no. That's why I said just try. I'm not asking you to accept. If you stay here, I'll sleep out here. Like, seriously. And I'll give you the space that you need.
That's a nice offer from him.
Whatever it is, if it's not yes, I can't be upset because I know we tried. I know you tried because I know this is like a whole lot for you.
Still just like, why'd you hide that information, dude? Like, what?
really feels like we've been together for years.
It feels like we've been together forever.
Forever.
I'm scared now.
What are you scared of?
This not working.
Yeah, you guys know I was all in on them.
Told you, if this isn't it, this is it.
Now this, the drama. This is what we come here for, though. The drama.
May I see?
Of course.
Sure. So beautiful.
This is not something you see often today.
This is so unusual.
And now in
this
the
is
digital
incredible.
world.
That's cool.
It would be really fun if you worked on that sentence, and Garrett, if you worked on the sentence that really struck you.
Okay. Why am I overthinking how to write an A right now? Make her feel more a part of it and comfortable about it, I'm sure she'll love to have you as a daughter and will fully embrace that.
Oh, I know.
When that day comes, but.
Yeah, remember his mom was like crying in the kitchen? She just didn't seem ready.
I feel like I'm bungee jumping again.
Spider-Man over here.
This is so fun.
That looks fun. Wish we had one of those in LA. I don't think we do.
Holy crap, that is crazy.
That was so embarrassing. I need to compose myself.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
I
have a stomach ache now.
Your balls Okay.
Good job.
Who do you think did better?
I would say you, but I learned. You showed me the way.
Your icks are starting to become just funny to me.
My icks?
Yeah,
like, what was one of my icks?
Icks, as in plural? She has multiple? This is my point.
Yeah. You're starting to accept me for who I am, right?
No, she's not. She has icks, as in plural. Sorry, I can't get over it.
I think it's nice to have like family and friends' opinions, but at the end of the day, I don't really care what anyone else thinks. My opinion's the only opinion that matters. And like no one's making a decision for me but except myself.
Okay.
When we were in the pods and you were talking about how much I read, and you were like, I would love to read. Like, have you read?
I haven't had a chance to.
Okay.
Like when I have free time, like
Yeah.
maybe last night instead of going to watch the game, I could have read.
I feel like she's like reprimanding him.
Sometimes I feel like, you do think I'm maybe sometimes like a level below you.
She does think that. And I do think you should be treated like an
I think you get treated like an equal when you start contributing like an equal.
Yikes. Hannah. See, they're just.
And I don't mean to make you feel like that, but sometimes I feel like at 28 years old, you should know how to do things, so it just frustrates me.
I get where she's coming from because he didn't know how to make boiled pasta, which is crazy, but.
I'm being truthful to myself as long as I'm working as hard as I can for you, as long as I know the end goal and we have that end goal in common, right, to get married, and I'm working towards it, like that's all I can do.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
Like I can always look into your eyes and be like, this is the woman I fell in love with,
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing a really good job of like, Hannah just keeps like piling it on with some negative stuff, and he just like kind of takes it.
Are you doing a dance with your mom or no?
No.
Is it because she doesn't want to, or?
I mean, no, I think because I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Our parents are going to sit next to each other.
I think that's a good idea.
I would love to not have an aisle.
So we're just descending from the heavens
Okay.
onto the altar?
Yeah, like how are we walking in then? like around the corner?
Because we're getting married. And you have hearts all around your head. Because we're getting married. And you're going to say yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
and yes.
the point of this was
Yeah, where's the aisle?
Bringing 2 families together, 2 friend groups together. We're bringing 2 lives together. Put it all together.
Yeah, I like that. Great ideas, baby.
You only get married once.
Yes.
But also twice.
Right.
Oh.
I'm back to my normal energy level. You know where I stand on like affection and
I think we kind of figured that out too.
we did.
We know what that means.
We figured that out quickly.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
You know, doubts or things that I'm concerned about that would potentially like make me
Derail us, yeah.
Derail us? No.
Okay, that's good.
No, honestly, yeah, no, I just like I do feel really good. So
Good.
yeah.
Yes, I feel good too.
Okay.
Pretty confident.
Yeah. We'll be good.
I like it. I don't know if I believe it fully on his end. I don't know why. I'm not sure.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Let me know when you're ready to talk.
Because I haven't eaten all day.
Do you want to talk now, or?
You want me to sit over there?
I mean, I would rather talk to you intently, yes.
This is so awkward.
No. Hold on, because I don't appreciate that.
Would you like
because
me to tell my side of the story?
But I don't appreciate that. That's not true.
Well, can I tell my truth
Go
and
ahead.
then you speak yours? Is that a possibility?
Absolutely.
This is so awkward.
With your parents. I just talked to them for 4 hours. I didn't think it was that big of a deal to go to sleep for an hour. I really didn't.
Okay.
But I can't be doing everything by the book unless you tell me. You have to communicate that. I am ready to listen. I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
I was hurt. I started crying because I don't understand what it is. You have to admit it is not the same from when we were in the pods.
It is not the same.
After reflecting on what I really want out of life and a wife, I have to be honest with myself that the answer between you and I, for me, is no.
Wow. All right. That's what I thought. Tim, he said it.
I'm always listening to understand.
I mean, is your mind made up?
That is what I said, yes.
Okay. All right, cool.
He's done. Dunzo.
I told you I was going to take this experiment to the very end. And I did not take you meeting my father and...
Oh, right.
How dare you do that and then just throw it away after 2 days?
That's sad.
It's literally been 2 days since you did that. And now you're ready to just throw it away because I fell asleep?
It's only been 2 days.
Maybe I didn't communicate that, sure. However, if I have to communicate that, I am not the one for you.
Okay. He's being very clear right now.
There is no scenario that I see myself standing there and saying yes to making you my wife forever.
Okay, yeah, we get it, Tim. He's pissed.
And I'm glad we can at least agree that I don't ever want to see you again. This was nice. I wish you the best of luck.
This is a lot. What just happened? I'm in shock by those last words. He said never see you again. And she's on Instagram right now or something? Oh my God. I told you they weren't gonna make it, but boy, oh boy, did I not know that was how it was going to end.
I know this is really surprising, but I don't often dress up like a flapper.
Don't believe that for a second.
It's funny
choking me right now?
Well, it's like, you know, it's all the like what all the like Gen Z people do.
I honestly don't feel stressed. I'm sure I will once I get on the plane.
My dad was just like, don't fuck.
The heat's on.
Okay, definitely giving Gatsby vibes.
It's exactly what I'm going for.
Oh my gosh, look at Nick. It looks great.
What about you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I don't
We're
need
good.
closure. I made a decision and I made a decision.
Me too.
Well, don't worry, weirdo.
I don't want to say it's okay right now because that just like wouldn't be
I understand.
honest. Like, and it's just really bad timing that like we had all day to talk about this, and now like
Yikes.
we're gonna work through it, be fine.
Now's a shitty time.
And now is a really terrible time.
Now let's go party.
And you got this ridiculous lipstick on. I can't even kiss you right now.
No, you can't.
Ha.
Hate being mad at you.
I hate you being mad at me.
Don't do stuff.
You look fucking great though.
Shut up.
I mean, at least he wasn't like texting her back a bunch of stuff. He just liked it and then ignored it, you know. I get where she's coming from, but... Oh, he's showing up. But you said you never wanted to see her again and you knew she was going to be there, though, Tim. You knew Alex was going to show up, right?
Go starfishing or what do you
Starfishing?
Yeah, what kind of...
You know I can swim, right? What is he talking about, dude? Don't.
Starfishing.
So you're just not gonna talk to him at all?
No, for what? He said he didn't want to ever see me again.
Have you talked to her yet today?
There's nothing else to talk about.
He's done.
He didn't tell you in the pod.
No. I'm like, why would you wait in this instance until I feel like this to tell me this?
Yeah. Why did he wait?
I think you'll get over it.
Yeah.
I think you will.
He did a good thing, though, for them.
Meow.
Oh, does that mean Steven is going to be there?
I'm so happy you're here. So happy I'm here too. So happy. I talked to Steven on the phone today for over 2 hours.
What?
Like, you don't want to see him, right? Like, dating.
No, absolutely not. 0%.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, that. I thought she just like, we talked and I forgave him. Oh my God, this is what I was waiting for. For Marissa to see Bodhi.
It is interesting seeing Bohdan for the first time because I did have a connection with him in the pod.
Yeah, we know, girl. We remember. Oh, this is Nick's first, like, match.
Like, what do you mean?
He's better looking in person.
Oh, good looking in person?
Yeah. I mean that in the nicest way. No, it's totally cool.
Oh. Okay, Marissa's like full on making out with Ramses.
I just said like, the liked or whatever, and then.
Did you say anything back?
No, I just lied and said it was all good. I was like, oh no,
You
I'm sorry.
responded?
I'm sorry.
Wait.
I texted her back and like just said, hey, I didn't tell you this, but I met someone, I'm engaged, and basically like I don't think we should continue sending messages.
So he did shut it down. Why didn't you mention that to her? That would have made her feel better.
Told me an hour ago that you only liked the message, and now you're saying that you responded to connective, reach out, something else, not just I liked it and left it. I just want to be very clear.
That is weird.
No. I want my own
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, I'll go with her.
20 something insane.
Yikes. Oh God. I mean, but he did shut it down. Just go look at his phone. Why didn't he mention that? That would have made her feel comfortable right away.
I feel like he was around Tyler and forgot where the he was and started telling all of the truth.
I just don't think that this is right.
Why would he not say that? Why would he not say that he responded and said, I'm married now, shouldn't communicate?
Okay, I always expected you to be kind of short and tiny.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
yeah.
When I saw you, I was
Short,
like,
tiny person, okay.
Short, tiny person.
So
I don't know why.
over-delivered there.
Uh,
I think I looked at him, I was like, all right.
Seeing Bohdan, it just feels like he's a friend. No doubts about my relationship with Ramses.
Oh, okay.
Seeing Bohdan really confirms that, if anything.
Okay, that's good. No drama there.
Nick's cute. I told her, I was like, he's much cuter than.
No, he is.
Yeah. And I feel like that sounds bad, but I just said it, so.
Anna has that tight lip smile.
He told me past partners, it's just that woman, right? Where it's you get off and you probably don't even think to ask if she had hers, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing is we have to get there.
Oh, yeah, you gotta.
We have to work for it. We work for it, right? But when I've been communicative,
you gotta take care of your lady. Come on now.
Because
and then it's I have to go to other tools. I gotta wrap
He's very jealous of my vibrator, for
sorry.
sure.
Well,
you gotta step it up.
You need to realize a woman needs pleasure as much as a man.
Absolutely.
Right? He doesn't like to
at all? Nick, what?
He's not the same level eyes about understanding things, and he wants to get there. He just never really had the chance to get there.
That was all a lot and not great for Nick D. I just do not see them not getting there. Oh boy, that was awkward.
It's great to meet you too.
He's in the flesh.
In the flesh.
Look at my man Nick. You think he's having a good time
over there, don't you?
They just started a conversation. Yeah.
You gave me goosebumps.
You get in the real world and you see all these people and you're like, oh, hey, love is maybe not blind. I mean, you were my #1 for 3 days for a reason, right?
Same here.
What is happening?
I think you're this person that's filled with a whole heart. Lead with that, right? Don't lead with I know you're so sexy. I think that's a defense mechanism. Just maybe coming from a place of insecurity.
Okay.
Because you're in a position where you have a fiance, but you guys are growing together, but you're also growing as a person. And I think that's the most beautiful part about what we're experiencing.
This conversation is wow.
I got to experience that as a single person and moving on until whatever is next.
Yeah.
Because she called him immature and so did Hannah.
I think the world of you. I literally tell Hannah all the time, I can't wait to bro out with Nikki D.
Just invite me to a Ravens game, please.
Okay, we can do that.
Oh boy, that's gonna be an issue. There's just no way. There's no way. With Hannah already complaining about this, that she has with him, saying it's like an 18-year-old guy. Like, that's weird. And they're both calling him immature.
Now I feel like you're like very angry.
You live it.
Yeah.
You liked it. I think that's weird that you just liked it and you left ambiguity and then you didn't respond saying, like, shutting it down.
Right.
I didn't think there was a difference there. And I'm sorry, and I missed that detail. I apologize.
Those are facts. Those are not details.
Of course there's a difference.
Liking something passively is very different than being like, I am actively responding to something that you know is significant to me.
Yeah, because he said he liked it and ignored it.
The point is, I should have told you those things. I should have told you the facts of the situation.
Which is you shut it down. Why wouldn't you share that with her?
I'm so sorry.
You could have done this like
I should have
an
done it.
hour ago.
I should have. I should have told you first thing this morning.
Yikes.
It eats me alive that you feel this way right now.
Garrett, come on, man. There are two different things than saying you liked it and didn't respond versus responding with that whole thing, saying, I'm engaged. I don't think we should talk.
You're supposed to be my family tomorrow.
I would think, I get where she's coming from, but I think she would feel relieved if he actually did cut it off in the text, like he's saying. Did he do that?
Like, if we don't go see my parents tomorrow, like, we're not doing any of this.
I know that.
It's just too many red flags, like, honestly.
Wow. But why haven't you read his phone? If he cut it off, then he cut it off. I don't know why you would lie about it.
Just too much and, like, too little time.
You're talking about the wedding now.
I think she's too emotional right now to make a decision.
I'm still the person that you knew I was before this happened.
That's true.
It doesn't change all the things we've been through. It doesn't change how I feel about you.
It's just a bit of semantics.
This thing does not define me.
I'm pissed.
Why are you not saying, I cut her off in the text message, Garrett? Like, he should be like, listen, I told her.
I know you're sorry. I'm just, like, incredibly exhausted and confused. I'd like to be
Yeah, girl, you need some sleep. Wowza, wowza. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, real quick, and then we'll move on to the next episode. I think these episodes should probably go together. But I just want to say that I'm like, that is weird because when they were outside and she was like, so what did you do? You just didn't respond. He was like, I liked it and then I ignored it and like I didn't respond. And I'm like, okay. And now he's like, no, liking it and responding are not different things. He's like, I thought what I said is the same thing. You're like, no, dude. And also, her main argument outside was, you should be cutting it off and be very clear, I have a fiance. And when he was inside, that's what he said. He said in the text, he's like, just so you know, I have a fiance and I don't think it's good that we talk anymore. Like, well, I don't understand why she wouldn't just look through his phone. Is that what he said? Then he cut her off. He did what you would have wanted. So, like, why are we still crying about this? Like, what's going on here? I don't understand that. Also, the thing with Hannah and Nick D, no. It keeps getting worse, right? She's all nervous with her family. She's a stress ball. And then now we're hearing her. She's like, it's like sleeping with like an 18-year-old and it's weird. And then he's with Katie and he's like he's laying it on a little thick with Katie. He's like, well, just so you know, like, I really liked you. Like, I like you. I think you're great. Whatever. And I'm like, okay, Nick D. He feels like he's like kind of leaving an open door a little bit. I don't know. Especially when he's like, and your Instagram's beautiful, by the way. I'm like, okay, you're stalking Katie. Weird. I think it's fine that they had that conversation. Of course, you're going to want to look at Instagram to be like, what do they look like? What was my number one? I get it. I just think like, what is going on there? It just seemed like a long conversation, but I also think it's because Nick and Hannah are definitely not going to work out. If they work out, I will be so surprised if they both say yes, because I don't think it'll be a good decision at all. Especially with what, like, are you kidding? Like, imagine they get married and Nick watches this show and sees her talking about sex with him. Are you kidding? He's going to be like, divorce right away. Like, that's awkward as all get up. Like, oh my goodness. And like, the thing with Bodhi, that's great that she's just like, oh, that Marissa just sees him as a friend. Cool. Her and Ramses are fine. I still think they got some of the issues, like the ups and downs, but I think they're still going to make it. They seem like they've worked it out. And like the whole thing with Tyler and Ashley, I'm like, well, he helped out a gay couple. It's just, he did a great thing. I'm just like, why wouldn't you tell her that in the pods? That's a weird thing to hide. I admit, but I do not think it's not something that they won't get over. I think they'll totally get over it and they'll still get married. I believe in those two. Who am I missing? Oh, I'm surprised that Monica was like, I had a 2-hour conversation with Steven and like we talked through everything. And like, he is a good guy. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, he's a fine guy. I think he's just severely confused and a little bit of a weirdo if he's asking like some girl on Instagram to do a bunch of sexual favors while he's engaged to someone else. And he's doing this while he's in a sleep study. Weird. Anyway, I think these episodes need to go together, so I am going to go on to episode 11. No time to waste. So episode 11, I'll sync again just in case we got out of sync. I don't know. Let's go. I'll go back to 0, 3, 2, 1. Clicked it. This looks weird. Awkward vibes already.
Yeah, because my best friend in the whole wide world and my fiance are talking and you guys are giggling, having the best time of your life. It's annoying. You said the person you need closure with is Katie.
I didn't need closure.
That's what you said.
I didn't say
What did you did say that?
It said if there was someone I wanted to talk to, it would be Katie.
So you got what you wanted.
Right. I'm a man.
What? Why did he feel the need to say that?
She said, you were some of the guys I dated in the past. Oh, okay, I totally get it. That's totally fine. I'm happy with Hannah, and that's that.
Okay, that was just 3 seconds that you just explained, but why did you have a 40-minute conversation then?
She's a cool girl.
She's my best friend.
That's your best friend in the world. Why don't you go and ask her what happened?
Fucking talking about your past
Are we
relationships.
mature enough at this age?
Are you mature enough, Nick? Because I taught everything that I turned into a boy into a man. I literally have done everything for you.
Into a boy to a man.
This is going south.
So tonight, me and Ashley had a conversation. I was like, right, I need to show Nick my fun side. I love Nick. Tonight is the night where I show him how fun I can be, how great I can be. And
This is not fun, Hannah.
So my question for you is, you're not secure in this. You don't trust me. That's what
it's
really
not
what
that
it comes
I
down
don't trust
to.
you. It's about respect.
Do you trust me?
I don't know if I don't trust you, but I don't know if I trust Katie.
Okay, that's not a good vibe with a best friend then.
No, I know.
If you don't trust me,
you understand my frustration though.
I really don't.
Do you remember when we got in a fight the first time and I said at the end of the day it's about respect? Respect, Nick.
Oh, I think he's done.
I love you and I'm giving my world to you. Like, oh, you talked to Katie for 40 minutes. Who gives a
I do.
I don't give a
But that's the thing.
So you should listen to me. I'm into you and I'm into this, right? So who gives a what Katie thinks?
I think he does care what Katie thinks, though.
I'm just that some meaningless conversation that I had about one of your best friends, right? If that's one of your best friends, then why are you grilling me about it?
He's got a point there.
That's exactly
But
what I thought. Didn't do shit. I can't be myself, I guess. And I can't dress up, I guess. I gotta look dumb.
This is bad.
I realize the person I love. I'm a mature man. I don't know what I did wrong. So, do you hear me, Hannah?
Nope. She's choosing not to.
You are mad at me for that I could have done better?
No.
It's a good question.
Because I felt like I did nothing wrong. Them exactly how I felt about you.
Hey, let's just go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay?
That's
Okay.
I think he's a little drunk. If Hannah and Nick D say yes, my mind will be blown.
Really excited to go meet my parents.
Yeah.
And they're gonna love Garrett.
This is a weird, bad time.
Everyone is a special character, and it's been a pleasure to meet all of you guys.
And so, just want to show all the support and love that we got.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of people.
Garrett got to meet potentially who would be the grandparents to his kids one day.
It was perfect.
That's good.
I think trust me to make the best decision for myself, and I think Garrett's the best decision for myself.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm glad you got
She got over it.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It was just a text. That's good. I still just don't understand why he wasn't like, listen, look, I cut it off. Told her we probably shouldn't talk. Good to hear from you. Whatever. Like, seems weird to me, but whatever.
Don't run from me.
I want to go go-karting.
I feel like I want you in my life no matter what.
Okay, that's good.
It's not what I intended for myself, but I feel like it's worth the reward, which is you. So that's what I've concluded.
I like that conclusion.
I'm sure he does. That's good.
We're getting married.
The ones that I said were that I was a 110 on. I'm still 110 on.
All right. All right. This is your one little card. All right. Take it.
Hey, no cat's calling out no back.
Okay, good.
Love it. They're the only ones, really. Well, them and then Taylor and Garrett, I think they will.
Want to try the batter?
Maybe Marissa and Ramses too, but I don't know, y'all.
Date of birth, April. Hold on.
April what?
Babe, hold on. It was.
No.
It's April. No, hold on. 3rd, 1992.
I can't wait to tell you this.
Just confirm.
Yes.
He had it right.
All right, babe. Here's a moment of truth. You want to hit the next button together?
Where did I click? Where did I click?
No, right here.
One.
All right, ready? 1,
2, 3. There you go.
There it is. We're getting married, baby.
We're getting married.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go then. So, all right. Marissa and Ramses, Taylor and Garrett, and Ashley and Tyler, except
My friends, you're lucky, Nick.
I worked hard.
no way.
Do you think we resolved the issue?
No, probably not.
Sometimes I come across flirty, but it comes across the wrong way. So it's been an adjustment trying to, change for you.
So
Work
you're
on
trying
that.
to change your flirtation for me?
I'm trying to change my personality for you, yes.
Personality?
This experiment, sometimes you have tests, and it was a test that I think that you failed. But just as long as you...
I didn't even get a D. I failed.
Oh my God. This is too much.
Hopefully I don't fail this.
I think
We'll
you
see, Nick.
already failed her.
I have confidence in you, Nick.
There you go.
I don't believe her.
Do you think you're ready to marry me?
I do want to marry you. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to marry you. It's just sometimes I just question things. It makes me think if we should get married. Do you know what I mean?
I have some flaws that I have to work on.
If we should get
We've had a couple of situations where I felt like the conversation was harmless. And from your perspective, it was a little more than that.
I know that a fault sometimes is that I am a little bit too direct.
Sorry, I just burped.
Nick went to go ride this duck, and I was like, that's gonna give me the ick, Nick.
Oh my
but
God,
I'm
the
gonna start
duck.
calling you freaking Icky Nicky.
She calls him the icky Nick.
I'm having to change a lot about the type of man I am. And now it's like, I'm not mature enough, right? Which I think I am for a marriage.
I think when you're marrying someone, there are changes you make because it's a different dynamic in life.
He said he's trying to change his personality for you.
I'd never want to share anything that you don't ever feel comfortable sharing, but you can share how you felt if you'd like.
Go ahead, you got the floor.
Things that she's saying are just actions. They're not who you are.
I'm willing to take on all of those risks and challenges.
That's a
Married to you,
risky
but-
challenge.
What?
To have characteristics to be in a relationship.
No, I'm willing to do this for you.
It's a risk and challenge for him because he likes living in the basement of his parents' house and have his parents do everything for him.
I don't think it's a huge thing I need to change, and I'm willing to do that.
You say that it's not a huge thing, but then you're like, I have doubts about getting married because of the 6 things that you named off, right?
She doesn't want you to change who you are.
I feel like she does, though.
I think the only thing I question if you're ready to be able to fully commit to me to marry me and be the husband that I deserved.
He is absolutely not ready. And neither are you, Hannah. What? You're not ready to marry him. All you do is kind of talk down to him a lot. He's not mature enough for you. I don't know what you're still doing there, honestly.
We're gonna go try on some dresses tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready to see me in a wedding dress?
Oh, that looks so good.
No, I've met my person. Welcome to the family.
Oh, okay.
Sure you don't want to run?
That was easy.
Sure fast. Even Dad told him to run. God.
I'm very excited to be a part of the family as long as
Love you.
Okay. Easy peasy. So we've got Tyler and Ashley for sure. Taylor and Garrett probably for sure.
For me, it's like Nick doesn't match me intellectually. Nick doesn't match my humor. She doesn't match me creatively. He doesn't match me financially. He doesn't match me like anywhere.
What are we doing here?
And him meeting my friends yesterday, and they did not like him.
Really?
I feel like I'm teaching him how to love, and I'm teaching him to be in a relationship, and that's not very fair to me.
If you want to marry someone, you know you want to marry him. There's not question. You to be happy and not sway your decision by what we think at all. It's totally your decision.
Don't do it. You just named off a million things that are not good. And he named off a bunch of things when he was at, brunch with your friends that seemed difficult for him. Like, come on, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
We about to get fitted, suited and booted. Gentlemen.
Ramses' suit is probably going to be like Superfly.
Probably not.
Like, probably colorful and stuff.
Brought my mom.
Hi, Mom.
And then I brought my cousin Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Nice to meet you both. What was your first impression of Garrett?
That's not her type.
Oh, my God.
But when he would talk and look at her and say things, it was like, oh, he really loves her.
Would you agree that he's not the type you normally go for?
Yes, I think he's like the hottest guy in the world.
So you definitely think love is blind?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like both of them together, they will be one and done. This is the first and only wedding for her.
Yes. She makes me cry.
That's sweet girl.
That's sweet.
She just deserves this so much.
Aw.
Hi, Mom. How are you feeling?
Oh, God. Don't go to Mom. Mom's going to be like, I don't believe in forever.
Hippie, like
creative.
Yeah, I don't know. Just yeah.
Not hyper masculine.
No,
He's
not
perfect.
at all. I mean, Marissa's gonna do what she wants to do, so seems okay. I don't know. I'm getting hot.
She seems nervous.
Whatever went into those pods clearly worked. And he was talking about Ashley. She goes, and yeah, she's the greatest girl in the whole world. And I'll say, huh? What did you just say? He goes, I don't know. They must be putting something in my food.
Every day I'm learning and growing with her. I literally this morning I told her, it's like I feel like every day I'm just falling more in love with you because I'm just discovering just little details.
That's sweet.
I want to say congrats to all of you.
Thank you.
On being here.
So only 3 made it here.
Pretty soon you're going to be standing there.
And I think they'll all 3 actually say yes.
And start the journey for the rest of your life. I'm so happy for you.
Yay! My God, Marissa's mom is like, why did she bring her mom to this?
She knows insecurities, vulnerabilities. I've cried. She's taken me like as I am. I don't have to put on this tough face all the time. I can show emotions.
I'm excited for you.
They became a top.
You be all right, man. If she got you like this, oh my God.
See, like in other Love is Blind, it's kind of like they get him to try on dresses, I think, sooner. And we're kind of like unsure about some of them. But I think all these 3 couples, I think they're all going to make it down the aisle and say yes.
Adele, really?
Oh, wow. She looks great.
Oh, you look beautiful, princess.
Thank you.
Just like you always imagined. You look amazing.
Tyler's so lucky.
You look, I mean.
She does look great.
He certainly is lucky.
Yeah.
To know that someone chose me without anything else is just a very overwhelming feeling. But I'm like really, really happy. So I love that for me.
That's great. Aw, her mom is sweet. That's really sweet.
Let me take a couple measurements.
Go for it.
All righty here.
Got some long arms too.
Because there's only 3 couples, they're showing us a lot more with this suit and dress thing. They're like, we got to eat up some time here.
Second time around.
Second time around, yeah. Mm-hmm. I've learned from all the ways that maybe I wasn't the best husband in my first marriage.
Right.
I just feel so confident in Marissa. It's just like...
His friend's voice is so like, right, so soft. And...
You doing it? I'm very excited for you.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
It's amazing.
I think his friend should do ASMR.
It's very princessy. I don't even know how to feel about it. It's definitely very beautiful. I feel like it looks too girly, too little girly.
Yeah, it's not like sophisticated.
Next.
So I actually think it's so pretty.
Mom likes it.
The little girl with her tutus and her little clogged shoes. I know y'all see her one way, but this is the Marissa I see in her fairy tale dress.
But that was a long time ago, though, Mom.
And that's probably why it's not the dress, because she's not the little girl.
Yeah, I know.
She's
but I
woman.
see why she picked it.
30 years ago.
Your booty looks poppin'.
It fits so good.
It does. I do. I love it. It does fit beautifully, Mama.
You actually like it?
I love it.
It's a pretty dress. She looks great.
I think I would like it some updo fashion.
It looks beautiful up, and it shows your face.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
You look absolutely stunning.
Okay, no, this is perfect.
All right, girl.
Look at her, she's just
Being
beaming.
glowing.
She is.
Yeah.
She's just more than
They're taking so much more time on the dressing than they ever have in any other episodes. I really wonder if Chris Colin, who's the executive producer,
I think I'm so playful and so young at heart at times.
hold that thought.
You remember when I was a little kid, I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, a wife. Yeah. And she instantly said, no. Be a lawyer. You'll be a doctor. You will not be a wife. I'm going to wear this all night. I'm not changing it to anything else.
Yeah.
I wonder if Chris Cole and the EP got in trouble for past seasons where they keep more people that are not together still kind of like on the show, or that they know people who are not going to make it, keep them still on the show. I don't know.
They're still supportive. They're just upset about the idea of me moving to San Diego and stuff. But and it's weird for me because I've never been in a situation where I've never not had like all the power in ownership. So it's weird, you know. But I'm want to be with this girl.
The reason I brought up maybe he got in trouble, the executive producer, the producers, because in any of the past episodes, there were way more couples here trying on dresses, trying on suits. We didn't spend as much time in this arena as we are now. And I think they did in past seasons keep on couples that they were like, that they kind of knew maybe would make it, probably for the drama aspect.
Like, think about how Garrett's gonna see me in this. And like envisioning him like at the end and like what his reaction's gonna be. Mom, what do you think?
It's pretty.
Mom's not sold.
It's a beautiful dress. I love the color.
The color?
I'm not 100% sold on it.
You love the color? They're all white.
Yeah, we love it.
We love it.
You know when you know.
That's true. What do you know, you know.
All right, next.
Next one. Today is a really big day for my mom because she's also been the mom that's made every Halloween costume for me.
Oh.
To see me in my wedding dress is just a really special moment.
Okie dokie, ladies. Ready?
All right. Oh, yes.
That one's great.
It's beautiful. The color, the
color's
beautiful.
I love that one. I want to wear it now.
This is 100%.
I agree.
It is. Mom is sold. We got to go with it then.
It's so her as far as understated, and it has pops of uniqueness to it. It's beautiful, and the buttons along the back.
It's all in the details.
Very pretty.
Thank you, Mama.
All right. Now I'm just like, can we walk down the aisle now?
I think Garrett's gonna be blown away.
Yeah. You look amazing.
Yay, bride. Oh boy, here we go. Is she writing more cons on here?
I don't understand you. I don't get it. For instance, like the Katie situation, for example, because I can use specific examples. I don't know if you can, but I can. And because I remember things I know you don't, but like.
You're just throwing shade for no reason.
Yeah, but she's already done that always.
See how you're always demeaning, you're always talking down.
She's always done that to you, Nick.
It's my responsibility to clean out the litter, fill up her water and her food.
Why are we doing this?
I'm not the type of man to sit here and come up with a notebook full of notes and bash you.
Right.
What you think I'm doing is bashing you?
So what are you still doing there, Nick?
I have been trying, and I have been trying, and I have been trying, and I have been trying because, like, I love you, and I want this so freaking bad. It's just like, when do I take off the rose-colored glasses and just, like, see this for what it is?
Well, it looks like that time is now.
I just don't know if he's even real. I think sometimes you have to be real, and you have to be honest, and I'm so real and honest. Right now, you know that this is not gonna work.
We all knew that for a while now.
We are not gonna get married. How do you feel?
Feels like probably one of the worst feelings of my life.
She said, I don't think he's real.
Thought I was good enough for you, and I was wrong the whole time. I thought you understood me. I was wrong the whole time. I love you, you know, so it's gonna suck. I'll never not think about you. You'll always be in my heart.
Okay.
And it makes me feel, you know, shitty that I lost a person, you know, that I could potentially have loved for the rest of my life.
Okay.
I think I'm just done trying.
Obviously. I think you were done trying it like last week or 2 weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. Wow. Well, I kept saying there's no way. There's no way in heck they're going to make it. So, I mean, I guess I'm glad that they called it sooner rather than later.
Today is sort of our last big day that we have together before, you know, the big day, the wedding.
Oh, it feels amazing. Oh my God, it's glorious.
This is cool. Are they in a yacht? Where are they?
Looking forward to that day and see Marissa, you know, in her dress walking down the aisle.
Are any of your Guyanese family going to be at the wedding?
Oh, that's cool. They're in like a hot tub on a boat. That's awesome.
Starting fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really. I know it's an option for us too. I don't really want it to be. I would be willing to be like unhappy for probably 5 to 7 years before I go for a divorce.
It's a long time.
I know that's a long time.
That's a long time. To be unhappy for that long?
Wait, 5 to 7 years of being unhappy?
There's no way. That's a long time. Say like maybe like a year or two, right?
Every time we talk to my mom, I feel like she's warming up to you.
She does have like a good heart. I think she's just, you know.
She's a lot.
She's gonna have her.
Mom still has some reservations.
I'm already thinking, okay, I gotta get flowers for your mom, and like I want to present her with the presents that we got her in Mexico. And are you thinking about this thing to my mom, or do I have to remind you to my mom?
Okay.
So a gift for your mom at the dinner is what you want to do.
Well, like you should probably bring her flowers because we didn't the first time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
That's a simple thing that you could just go, yeah, absolutely.
Trying to pass law school, and I'm commuting, and I'm doing homework and papers and mock trials, and I'm also doing everything else you're doing, plus the wedding stuff. It's like, this is like, I don't know.
I can do more.
She hasn't passed the bar yet? I didn't realize that.
Maybe in the moment right now, it's kind of like maybe it isn't as important.
Yeah, I hate when you say it's not important because I'm just like, I don't want to feel like I'm doing it.
To her it is.
Everything, like, you know, and handle everything, but I hear you though.
That sucks, because when you're like an independent woman who like takes care of stuff, you know, she's a lawyer, she does all this, like, and then sometimes your partner can like take advantage of it, you know, because they don't realize like, oh, they should actually be pitching in, you know? I would be concerned about that too, to be like, well, are you actually going to step up and help out once we're married? Like, I'd be a bit concerned about that.
What am I doing?
You agreed to this. Just remember that.
Oh my God, they're going parachuting?
I'm terrified, honestly, but skydiving is always something I wanted to do prior to getting married.
Called it parachuting. Skydiving.
If me and my significant other can do that together, then we can tackle anything.
Okay. I don't know if you have to do this to think that you can tackle anything, but I appreciate the thought.
When I do, he's gonna have to take me because I'm not gonna be able to do it myself.
I would never. I'd be like, no, I can't do it. Nope.
Then, bro, we're about to take off, Tyler.
That is scary.
Oh, this is what love gets you.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous though. Wow, that's what it looks like. Is that what fall looks like? In LA, we don't get seasons. Holy tamale, that's what like fall looks like. That's so pretty. I haven't gotten over how pretty that is. Oh my God. I would be so scared. I'd be like, thank God I'm with someone who's taking me down. Oh my God, his face. Oh.
Oh my God. What a view.
Wow, that is so pretty. I can't get over the fall.
Good job, bro. You're the dopest.
Woo! It's a nice landing.
Oh my God. How do you feel? How do you feel?
I would do it again.
Yeah, I told you. Oh my God.
Wow.
Probably the most thrilling thing
I was going to say, yeah. Probably the best thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Really?
Thanks for making me do that.
Wow. That's nice to hear. Like, it kind of makes me go like, would I do it now? They're like, this is the best thing ever in life. And I'm like, probably still no. No, I don't wanna.
See, I wasn't lying in the pods. Told you I'd do it.
Oh my goodness.
Biggest fear ever. So for me, jumping out, it was just like a letting go of a lot of things. I'm jumping into this life with Ashley.
I'm glad that they got over that little hump because are actually, I think, like made for each other.
I could have you by my side and know that you're going to support me and know you're going to take risks with me. Like, I feel like we could literally do anything.
Love you.
See, like, it's so pretty and like summery there, but I'm like, all those gnats in that type of like, it's a humid environment, right? I'd be like, I don't want to go outside. All the gnats.
Movie.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
Whoa. Wild. That's so cool.
It's this beautiful thing. It's not this scary thing anymore. It's this beautiful thing. There's Fredericksburg.
Wow. This room is insane. Do we have one of these in LA? Somebody comment and let me know.
I'm so excited. So happy. It's so great.
Why are you laughing at me?
You make me happy. I don't want to tell you.
That's sweet. Oh, what is
Oh,
this?
nice. Thank you.
Is this sushi? Yes.
He's gonna tape your mouth shut at night.
That's cute.
I guess it's all part of the wedding experience.
Do you think you're gonna cry when you see me walking down the aisle?
This makes me want sushi.
Not a chance?
Not a chance.
Chance.
I'm trying to say that so I can convince myself.
He's definitely gonna cry.
But there's definitely a chance. It'd be a very beautiful end to like a wonderfully chaotic and amazing, unique, at times stressful experience.
Journey.
Do you feel like you've been more stressed than like happy in this experience?
It's been stressful, but more stressful than happy, impossible. Some of the happiest days of my life, just like knowing I found like the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Aw.
Definitely not super stressful having someone like you be my best friend during this whole thing.
It's been very cool. Oh, you love me or something?
You know that yes, I love you.
I feel like on the table they have little like science like equations that say their name maybe.
Mustard stays in the pantry.
See? In front of her?
We're gonna have separate bathrooms and separate mustards.
Yellow mustard's great. I don't know what they're arguing about. Obviously, we really need to burn time in these episodes if we're pausing on mustard stuff.
Don't get too comfortable. That was the advice your dad told me.
Smart man.
Yeah, because you still have to like date your partner. Because if you get too comfortable, then it's kind of like comes off as apathetic.
Following our guts for like the first time on a really big decision. And so I'm really sure and certain and incredibly happy and excited for everything that's gonna come when it's just us.
Me too.
And by just us, she means without all these cameras and the crew. That's what they mean.
You talk to some people and then your mind start to wonder. I know it's normal to feel nerves, but sometimes outside influence is not like helpful.
Well, what did his friend say? You shouldn't do this?
It scares me because divorce isn't something that you want to do. Like I don't want to get to a place where like down the road we're getting divorced.
He doesn't sound like he wants to do this anymore.
We have a great future ahead of us. I want to marry you.
What did his people say to him?
The risk is that we give our all and we are super vulnerable and it doesn't work out. That is the risk of falling in love. Like, we're all terrified of that. That's literally the risk of falling in love, Ramses.
Who did he talk to? Yo, I hate that, like, we didn't get to see that. Like, why aren't they explaining it to us? They're gonna cut, right? Like, I hate it. Like, who talked to him and what did they say? They're just like, oh, you probably shouldn't get married.
Now's the time to decide if love is blind.
Now I don't know. I feel like Ramses is kind of like, no, and she's definitely a yes. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. So the weddings come on October 23rd. We'll be there. Okay. Wow. All right. I hate in these new seasons. I think that Chris Colin, the EP on this show, he got in trouble for some stuff, keeping people too long for too many hours. They said they overworked like past couples or whatever. And so now I'm like, yeah, but we're lacking these conversations that I would have liked to see, like with Steven and Monica finding out that Steven was texting. Like, we didn't see any of that. And now I'm like, who told Ramses what? And why are we not being explained like what they told him? I don't understand. Is there like a legal issue that they're not allowed to share those conversations? Like, it just seems like if it's gonna be like this, it's not as entertaining. I know that's horrible to say, but it's like, I want to know the story. I want to know the whole story. Like, who said what? I want to catch that on camera. I don't know why we didn't. Was it a phone call? I just remember in past, like, Love is Blind episodes, they recorded, like, almost everything. But I realized, like, that is probably why Chris was, and the production was sued for, like, they overworked people, I guess. And people were unhappy about it, and they spoke out about it. So now the show is, like, cool, probably giving them way more time off camera, except now I'm like, who did you talk to, Ramses? And were you out with friends? Why didn't we get it on camera? Did you talk to them on the phone? Like, the same thing with Steven. Like, why were we not with him at his, like, weird sleep study? Why was the text conversation between Marissa and Garrett not shown? Why didn't he just go, yeah, I texted my ex that I'm with you, I'm engaged, we shouldn't talk anymore? I didn't understand that whole hubbub. Like, all this stuff. I want the full story. And I feel like this new season is missing some stuff here. That's interesting with Ramses. I feel like he has, I mean, give me a break. We're talking about military. See, I've gone back and forth so much where I was like, they're not going to make it. And then I was like, oh, they absolutely will. Because I catch him on camera and he's like, I just love you. I think we're a great match, you know? And they're like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, me too. But then again, I look back and I'm like, military, he doesn't like it. That was her whole life. Her friends are like, what if she goes back to the military? And he's like, no, couldn't do it. And then with the sex thing, he's like birth control versus whatever. And she wasn't affectionate when she was PMSy and he didn't like that. And then he's like, if this is what it's going to be, then I can't do it. Right. And then she stopped PMSing and she's like, see, I'm more affectionate now. And he's like, yeah, this is great. But sorry, guys, it's late. But he was still like, he still didn't seem sort of a 100 on it even then, because it was weird. And then it was weird when he said, like, is love enough? You know, I don't know if love is enough. He said that on the boat, right? And I was like, God, he keeps giving these a little bit of red flags. I'm like, he's been saying stuff and stuff has gone down that I'm like, yeah, you really love each other, but he seemed a little unsure. And I guess he was still selling me on the fact that he loves her. He was still really selling me when he's like, I love you. I think we're a great match. I do want to get married to you. Like, I believed him, you know, and except like, man, maybe I should have trusted my instincts. And it all started with that military talk, which I was like, this is all bad. And then when he met her friends, I'm like, how is this going to work? You know? And now I'm like, now his friends were probably like, you can't marry a military girl. What if she does go and volunteer for the whatever she was going to do? Or if she goes back into the Navy or whatever, even though she's going to be a lawyer. But you get my point. They probably were like, what are you, this is against, like, what she did in her past is against everything that you stand for. Oh, I hate that I yawn during my freaking, I hate it. Trust me, I hate it. I know you hate it. I hate it even more. I don't understand because I don't even yawn when I watch the show. It's so weird, y'all. I don't know. I maybe should have trusted my instincts a little bit more. And now I'm like, I don't know. Because she seems like she's really fighting for it there. And Ramses is like, well, I know you don't want to get divorced. Like, I feel like that scared him when she was like, I would be unhappy for 5 to 7 years. I'm like, what? That's a long time. I would say like a year or two and then call it quits. 5 to 7 years? This is in 1920. What are we doing here? What is she talking about? I feel like that scared him, probably. Maybe he told his friends about that. And then maybe they were like, listen, man, if she doesn't ever want to get divorced and she's going to keep on holding on to you even if she's happy for 5 years, like maybe you shouldn't do it. And she was in the military and now when she gets PMSy, she doesn't want to touch you and you can't handle it. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's all bad news bears. I don't know. But I do think Taylor and Garrett, couple of nerd alerts, they're going to make it. Sorry, guys. And obviously Tyler and Ashley. We don't really have... I think like Love is Blind is great, and I'm glad that they're not like dragging people along that aren't going to get married. But also, I think that they had to I'm like, why are you making these episodes with them trying on the clothes? I just felt like it was so long. Like, it was a much longer episode of them trying on dresses and clothes and that stuff than we'd ever been exposed to. And I guess it's maybe just because there's 3 couples. But still, I'm like, why are we eating up all this time? I just felt like we didn't need to be with all that for that long. But that's okay. I'm excited to see the weddings and see what happens. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. But now I guess I don't know about Ramses and Marissa. I feel like she's really going to fight for it till the end. And I guess he's nervous. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I wish I could be like, they're not going to make it, or there definitely are. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it now, you guys. Listen, make sure you like this. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Like, I'm like, I don't know. What do you think about this show now? The new season, the fewer couples, this stuff. Tell me your thoughts. Obviously, subscribe if you haven't already. If you made it to the end of this and you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. Head to Patreon if you want to get a full-length reaction. You guys know the deal. I love you guys. Remember to only spread hugs, love, and laughter. That's how we roll, Terror Troopers. I'll see you on the next one.